Story of Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. It was a cold, ordinary evening in the city when he walked into the bar. The club scene had lost its charm, the thumping music and flashing lights no longer calling to him. The bar, dimly lit and filled with a quiet buzz of chatter, felt more like a refuge. He didn't come looking for love, he'd long given up on that. Tonight, it was just him, his friends, and the comfort of fleeting conversations over a glass of something strong. But then she walked in. She wasn't the type to turn heads with a grand entrance, but there was something about her, something magnetic, a quiet confidence in the way she carried herself, the way her laughter seemed to cut through the haze of the room. She wasn't looking for attention. She was simply there, living in the moment. Their eyes met for a brief second. A spark. He felt it, deep and undeniable, summoning courage he didn't know he had. He approached her with a simple, almost clumsy opening line. She smiled. Not a polite, forced smile, but one that felt genuine. In that instant, the noisy world around them faded. They talked, first cautiously, then with growing ease. She shared stories about her life, her family, the little things that made her laugh. He listened, like her words were a melody he'd been searching for. It wasn't long before the conversation led to the jukebox in the corner. He played a song, a classic by Van Morrison, and offered her his hand. They danced, awkward at first, then effortlessly. With every step, every spin, he felt himself falling harder and faster than he ever thought possible. The night didn't end there. A taxi ride home became an extension of their story, their laughter and whispers filling the small space. The first kiss came in the back seat, spontaneous and electric. It wasn't just passion. It was the kind of connection he thought only existed in movies. 1 week turned into something more. Dates that were simple yet perfect, a quiet dinner, a walk under the stars. She wasn't flashy or extravagant. She was real. The way she spoke, the way she moved, the way her presence filled the spaces in his life he didn't even realize were empty. He couldn't help but fall in love, not just with her presence, but with the way she made him feel alive. Her scent lingered on his sheets. Her laughter echoed in his thoughts. Her touch was imprinted on his soul. But life has a way of complicating even the simplest of love stories. One day, she was gone as suddenly as she had appeared. No note, no explanation, just the lingering memories of a love that burned so brightly it couldn't last. Now, as he sat in the same bar where it all began, he played that Van Morrison song again, hoping to feel her presence one last time. He closed his eyes, and for a brief moment, he could almost see her smile, feel her hand in his, hear her laughter. The memory of her would always stay with him, a bittersweet reminder that sometimes love doesn't last forever, but the shape of it, the way it changes you, never fades.